What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another episode of All the Mods 10 to the Sky. So I have been hard at work here. I've been trying to grind a little bit off camera to get stuff set up. So we've been building up the walls here. Run out of quartz, so we're gonna waiting on those. We got a piggy here that spawned in a little bit earlier, which is great because we're gonna need some of those. But if you kind of look at this screen here, it's all over the place, right? And you see like 60,000. Um, you see the output go up to like 70,000. And let me tell you that right now, we do not. If they were running at 100%, we could not keep up with it. It's just not viable. So we're gonna have to work on that today. In fact, we are probably going to take apart a lot here, and you can kind of see how the build is coming along. It's looking pretty nifty, but I have been working off camera. I've set up a few machines here. We have a clay making machine. We're going to need some clay here. It's super simple. We just have a cobblestone generator going into some hammers, and then those are going into some barrels with this ender tank filled with water. And that's just, it's a closed cycle. That's just gonna keep on running here. I also did a what is this called? I don't remember what it's called. The cobbled deep slate. That's what it is. We have that going on right now. It's crushing it. And we are getting a good amount of ores here, but the main one that we wanted was this uranium. We wanted this uranium ore so that we can maybe get started in and getting a reactor set up and going here. I also set up just this little contraption here. It's just pulling bone meal from our system here, because we have 22,000 bone meal going into these dispensers, and then all we gotta do to turn it on is hit this lever back here. It's gonna start bone milling that bush, and then this absorption hopper is gonna pick it up, and it's gonna send it to this guy up here, and this guy is just sending it to these barrels, and we're making some dirt. And again, it's just kind of, it's passive, not really doing much here. It's all on its own. I did get lucky because this packed ice, there was actually a wandering trader that spawned in that was selling those. I don't think I have another way of getting that right now, so we got lucky with that. We did have to change out some of these cables here because they just were not keeping up. Now it looks like it is. I also upgraded our furnace to the aluminium furnace. I had enough resources to get that going, and it's actually kind of crazy how fast it is. For example, if we take all of these, it's done. That's insane. I don't know if we'll ever need another chest. Like, that's insane. We also have this jumbo tank in the XP drain. That's just to drain our XP here so that we don't lose it. Might need it for later. I've just been kind of hoarding that here. We do have some. We have quite a few of them to claim here. One thing though is we should have this whole line up here all done. Oh my god, that gave me like almost 40 levels. Okay, regardless, I want to start moving everything over into the actual base here. I have a barrel here with a bunch of the ME stuff, of the Planinergistic stuff that we made here off camera. I don't really know what I'm doing. We're going to play around with this today, and hopefully we can figure it out. But we have this ME controller, and if you come look down here, we have one set up. I think this is the biggest that it can be, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but let's go ahead and plop that in there. And it's looking really snazzy. That's going to stay just down there. Before we move everything over there, I do want to mess with it just a tad bit and just kind of see how this works. I'm not entirely sure here. So we have the access terminal. Let's put this on this side. Okay, not what I thought it was going to be. Oh, okay, this is the encoding one. So we should be able to put those blank patterns. We have crafting, processing, smithing, and stone cutting. Okay, beautiful. So we have 4 patterns here that's gonna help us out. Because making these um, drawers or whatever you want to call them, it kind of sucks. So having that is gonna help us out, but I'm not entirely sure where they go. So we have this Emmy pattern provider. Oh shoot, that filled up with water. I'm not sure what that was about, but okay. So I think I need that. If I'm understanding that correctly, we're gonna place that there along with this, and we should be able to surround this maybe. And they're all online. Cool. Yeah. We have a crafting monitor. We'll probably just set that just like so. And it's offline. Okay. Oh, come on. So if I do this guy, the 64K, I put the crafting processor, and then I should be able to put that on there. So now I should be able to go here. Yep. We have that one. I'm pretty sure that just makes it easier. Yeah, okay. All right. Perfect. So if I go here, I don't have any. So if I make 10, this is 156 bytes, and we have 65,000. So it's gonna craft a bit of stuff here. Nice. Okay. I believe these also have card accelerations. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. All right. So I'm gonna need a few org drawers. I think if I middle click, yeah. We're gonna make 100 here. Let's start that up. Okay, so it's crafting those oak planks. Okay. And now I should have, yeah, 100. All right, that's perfect. But we're also going to need this guy here, this compacting drawer. For this compacting drawer, we're also gonna need these pistons. Okay, so I got those two there. Let's go ahead and let's make 100 of those. Start those up. Okay, so just playing around a little bit with this. I kind of understand this guy. I don't understand what the crafting co-processing and then the 64 crafting storage really does, but I am understanding this a little bit more. I set up another one over here to make some easy stuff, some stone. I have 13K now. If we can do like 3,000 of that, and it does it fairly quickly as well. So I've been playing with it just a tad bit here. I'm getting kind of comfortable with it before we move it over, but I've been working on the base here off camera just a tad bit. Just trying to move everything over officially. But it's coming along pretty good. We finally have pretty much like a roof. It's all enclosed. I think it looks pretty good so far. Definitely still have to add a lot to it, but I think for right now it looks pretty good. Like I said, it's all enclosed. We have these factory blocks I really like. We're probably going to use them a little bit more. Here's the main room. We have a bunch of ME drives that are online right now, but we still need to make those disk drives, um, which we will here in a second. Our power room has gotten a little upgrade here. We have, I don't know, just kind of like these tubes. This one has lava, that one has water. Just kind of adds to it, I think. It looks pretty cool, especially since we have the unlimited water and lava here. I thought that was pretty neat. But other than that, that's the ceiling in here. I think that looks pretty cool. We have these from RF Tools Utility, these dialing devices, they're teleporters. We have them. We have one set up here. We have a few actually. So we have the back power room, the main ME, the power room, which is this one, and then the nether. This one is dialed to the back, so it's just literally right behind it. Just quick access to this janky setup. This is where our sieves and hammers are all at. In the case that I need to do something or something's not going according to plan, we can just take that. And right now it's set up with the deep slate, the endstone, and cobblestone, which is doing, gravel, sand, and dust. But this will quickly teleport us back here. We also have another one just right here. Like I said, I have another one, there's nothing over here just yet. There's something over there, but I don't know. Don't really want to do anything too much at the nether portal just yet. I also made a wireless crafting terminal. That's been pretty handy. And then an advanced charger. I can just click it and it'll teleport me to whatever is set. But we have some blocks here. And the next thing that we're going to do is work on our storage, because we have this huge wall of storage drawers just in the way here. So that's the next step, is getting rid of those from there. We're going to make the room just on the other side of the power here. And then right on top of that room, we're going to make a mob farm. I don't know what you want to call it, but we'll do that here really quick. I'm going to build most of it off camera, so this is kind of the deal here. We're going to walk out. So this is just going to go around everything. So it's gonna be a fairly big room. It's gonna be enclosed. There's gonna be a little gap here that's gonna lead pretty much into the void. It's not gonna be closed off. We might have a little bridge here connecting these two. But here is where we're gonna actually have the actual drawers and stuff. It's gonna be fairly big. But in fact, I'm gonna off camera really quick, just kind of do a little circle around here. I have it pulled up right now, so I'm gonna quickly do that. So it's not perfect right now just because we have some cables running through, but this is pretty much the shape that we're going to go for. And we're not going to leave a lot of space to be able to walk through. It's just going to be one block space. And by that, I mean we're going to take our drawers here. So these are oak ones. And let's start on this side over here. We're going to place oak facing in, and then some more facing this way, right? I actually don't like that, so I think what we're going to do is we're gonna leave this one blank. We're gonna start by going out one on both sides. We're also going to want to bring them up just a tad bit here. I think bringing them up 4 is going to be good. I think that's already way more than what we'll need. So that's going to be nice. And now the fact that we have this set up here. Look at that. That's perfect. So we'll have this wall here. This wall here. And then we also want to do... these compacting ones. So these are coming out. So what we're going to do is go 2 and then we'll bring this out like so. And then we'll also put it on the back side. Just like that. And then we'll also do that on the back side over here. I also got these fluid drawers. I think I'm not going to need that much of these, but I think what we'll do is just set up a few here on both sides. But again, I mean, we're not going to need that many fluids, so we're just going to keep it pretty simple here. But it'll be nice to have the storage there for when we do need it, if we ever need it. I don't want to ever have to worry about their bulk storage. I think this will have it covered. The only problem is getting the upgrades for them is going to be kind of expensive. But we'll do them slowly here as we get more and more resources. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was thinking. We have, a bunch of these regular oak. Then we have the compacting. We have a lot of those because I feel like there's a lot of ores that we'll be able to store, and then some fluids on each side. We don't have many of those because I feel like we're not going to need many of those, just for a few things here and there. Now we also need to get ourselves... Here, let's put some stuff away. So we need to get ourselves a storage controller. We already have the linking tool and the configuration tool. And we're going to take some diamond upgrades. We'll probably just stick this guy. It's probably right there. Okay, so I believe those are all linked. And just to make sure, we're going to take our configuration tool. And what we're gonna do is swap to locking, press on that, and that should make them all lock. Looks like they're all locked. All right, so now we have to painstakingly take these I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Is there bats over here? There is bats. Huh. We gotta take the items from this storage and put them back into these ones. And I'm gonna try to make a few upgrades here and start putting them in, but we'll see how far we can get with that. Give me 1 second. So just finished setting this up. I think this is a tad bit overkill. But we have they're full of diamond upgrades, every single one that we're using, and they have a void upgrade as well. All we're using though is pretty much this side. We have this little wall here, a few on this side, and then I believe it's just we have creosote oil there, water, lava, and fluid XP in that one. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty much open. So yeah, we're gonna have to fill those up. But everything is set up, I believe, so I should be able to take these out here. This is the ender chest that has everything coming in. And so far, looking like it's still going into those ones, which is fine. We're gonna disconnect it in here in a second and have it go into these new ones, but that does mean we're gonna have to go underneath, and run a cable from there all the way over here. I almost just died. Okay, that was kind of scary. I started panicking there for a second, but we got it. We're gonna take this guy here. We're gonna try to see if we can bring him out. We're gonna definitely have to make some more here. So we're gonna come down here and place this ME storage bus, and we're gonna connect it using these cables. These cables should be fine. There shouldn't be any issue with them. So let's just go ahead and bring this down. So if I set that there, we should see pretty much one of everything. Can take it out. We have even the oil, lava. We have fluid XP and some water. We'll be able to make some automatic crafting with some of these fluids in here, which is why I wanted them. Next step is to move this ender chest. Instead of going into this ME system, we want it to go into the new one. So we're actually gonna take. We have a network tool here. Makes it a little bit easier. We're gonna leave that ender chest there. Might have another one. Yep, a whole bunch of them. We're gonna come down here again, and we'll just probably do this right next to it. I think it is time to disconnect this line here to this ME system, and this will kind of give us an idea of what items we have a lot of. So for example, this sky stone. All right, I've been busy putting stuff away. Our ME officially has nothing in it. All our disk drives are right here. All right, so I think officially everything else is set up. So we're gonna put this in here one last time. That's pretty good. And then we will start on the left side here and throw those in there. So it's been cleaned up just a tad bit here. I've pretty much destroyed the whole floor. We have a few things still, like these hopper uh, plant things for oak trees. And then we have our furnace array here. That's there. That's good. I could easily move that though, so I'm not too worried about it. But now I gotta get these stuff into there, and I think it should be fairly easy. I think all I gotta do is get an item pipe, probably with an ultimate, and then with an ender chest. I think this is probably going to be the best way to do it. I know that I said that we're gonna work on the mob farm here today, but this is already taking me so long. I think we're gonna end it here. I'm gonna continue to work on this room, just bring up the walls and everything, make it look pretty much like the rest of the base before next episode. But I really need to get that mob farm going, so that's definitely gonna be on the next episode's agenda. But I think this is where we're gonna leave it off. I'm not entirely sure how long the video is already, but thank you so much for sticking if you made it this far. I appreciate it, and I hopefully will see you in the next one. Take care.